In true Eggy fashion, I have a load of laundry going. I may have to get up at some point and tend to the load of laundry, as one does. As one does. Now, I was looking. Okay, so when you're offline, right? When you look, if you stream on Twitch, you've probably seen it before. Of like, you know, you have a thing that has all your activity feed. There we go. I just opened it up. I was trying to remember what it was called. Activity feed. You have the activity feed, and in your activity feed, it tells you, you know, people who followed, people who shouted you out, people who subscribed. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, do I just come up in Beba conversations? Because I'm like looking through like the recent shoutouts, and like I have two from like the past 2 days, and one of them is Almontis, which makes sense because we raided into him last time, and the second one is Beba, which was yesterday. I did not stream yesterday, so I'm like, did I just? I also didn't drop into Beba's stream yesterday, so I'm like, did I just get brought up unprompted? Am I just being brought up with reckless abandon? With absolutely reckless abandon. Hold on. Let me just get my face in order. Let me get my face in order before I switch screens. Hold on, hold on. Yay! My face is in order. My face is in order. Now. We are back. We are back. We are back to egg. We're back to egg. Hello. 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 Thank you for coming to Impromptu Eggy stream. I don't know. All of today I was like, I need to stream tonight, and I was so tired today. I was like extremely dead tired. Like I was like, I don't know. I think I mentioned it the other night where I was like, I feel like my body has gotten used to the new sleep-a-whack schedule, right? My body has gotten used to going to bed and waking up earlier. My brain hasn't noticed this yet. Because like every night has been like, I feel like I just keep like waking up in the middle of the night because my brain's like, wake up, you gotta wake up, you're gonna be late, go, oh, it's 2 a.m, never mind, okay. I feel like that's been happening like at least once or twice a night, like every night for the past few weeks. And it's like, I don't know, I'm able to fall asleep earlier and I'm able to wake up earlier without like, you know, an above average amount of struggle. But somehow my brain has not noticed this yet, so... Because it's like, yeah, I fall back asleep. I fall right back asleep once I realize I can, but like... That's still interrupted sleep. My sleep is still being interrupted by nothing! And for nothing, too. For no reason! It's not even the correct time. It's always like an hour or two before I'm supposed to actually awake. But yes, good evening to Panis, and good evening to Punk Asian, and good evening to Neil, and good evening to Counter Teamer, and good evening to Not John Stamos, and good evening to Digitizer, and good evening... No. You already got one. You already got one. Honk Shu, Honk Mimi. Slep. Slep. I was gonna put my head down on the table and then I realized I can't do that. Like, the world is ending, JK. No, okay, this morning, it's so weird. This morning, it's like, I got so, like, worked up about, like, I was so scared of being late for work that I was late for work. Like, I don't know what happened. I just, like, I woke up, and I was like, I don't know, it's like, my alarm went off, and then I fell back asleep, and then my second alarm went off, and then I was like, you know what, maybe I will not take the bus today, and I will sleep in for, like, 20 more minutes and take an Uber. Since, like, driving is a little faster, so usually I can get there a little faster with an Uber. So I was like, yeah, I'll treat myself today, I'll get an Uber. And then after, like, 4 minutes in, 4 minutes into that, I was like, you know what, no, I still have time, I can take the bus. And then I, like, looked at the time, I'm like, I don't have time for that. We're taking back to the original plan. We're taking an Uber. And then I was, like, rushing around because I don't know. It's like I was going back and forth in my mind about, like, should I take a bus or should I take the Uber? And then, like, in the end, I took the Uber and I was still late because I took too long to decide. Ugh. It wasn't, like, super late. I was, like, 5 minutes late. But, like, I don't know. I think this is, like, the first time in, like, the few weeks I've been working that I've been, like, late enough for someone to comment on it. Because I think maybe I've been, like, 1 to 2 minutes late in, like, previous days. But, yeah, I think this is the first time where it's been like, yeah, this is, like, late enough that someone was like, excuse me, you need to start on this thing as soon as you get in. And I'm like, I did just get in. Yeah, it is like that. It is, ugh. It is, ugh. It is, It is, ooh. Why are you guys pinning Greg? Who's Gregory? Why are you dragging him into this? Why are you dragging him into this? Alright, let me make some space on the table. I actually, as you can see, I put the stuff that I already worked on in this convenient box. This convenient bucket. So yes, now we'll be able to continue. We'll be able to continue. So we got, last time we got the train done. We got, oh yeah, I put some pieces here. There's also some, like, random loose pieces because some of them, like, some of the, especially, like, the weaker ones just, like, kind of popped out from the cardboard. So, from the wood. So oh no! The glue, it came unglued. How did they both come unglued? I didn't shake this thing around that much. Also, where did they, oh, never mind. Where'd they go? They went to the other side. They went to the other side of the thing. Okay, I was just looking at the wrong side. Understood, okay. So yeah, there's some random loose pieces, I think, just, like, flopping around in here because I just, like, didn't want to lose them, so. Yeah. Hi, Eggy. I just had a horrible dream with sleep paralysis, so I'm staying up until sunrise. So I get to watch your stream for once. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Detective Hyde. I didn't realize you lived in late time zones. I don't know, to be honest, I guess I just kind of assume. Unless people say otherwise. Unless you say otherwise, I just kind of assume that everyone is sleeping and whacking at responsible times. Yeah, I do, or otherwise I watch you all the time. Yeah, like, I just assume everyone, like, you know, you could have said nothing, and I could have been like, wow, this is somebody with a stable bedtime. Someone who never stays up late. Glasses on? Okay. They would never stay up late. Ever. They'd never even think to do so. Yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, figuring out people's time zones, because I'm like, unless somebody says, yeah, I'm up late, it's 3 a.m. here, or unless, I guess, if they, like, say something that would, like, give away a hint to their, you know, relative location, then yeah, I just assume, like, wow, look at all these people staying up to a reasonable time. I bet they either live in North America or in, maybe Australia or East Asia or Southeast Asia, and they're like, it's like the morning there. Plot twist, there's an eggplant that has never slept. Never even once. I don't know, you gotta do, like, eggplant shifts. It's like the morning guard and the night guard. Eggplant. sheets back in the box. I'm hoping I didn't, like, damage any of them by doing so. Yeah, I'm in the UK, so usually online at like 2 a.m. for me. It's 2 a.m. now. I'm sorry! This is my fault. So this is my fault for, hold on, let me just get the other stuff out of the box. This is my fault for, like, streaming in the morning when I was unemployed. And then now I have many people. Did I do this to everybody? Did I do this to you? Did I start streaming in the morning when I was unemployed, and then, like, now that I'm eggployed, I'm only streaming in the evening, and everyone's like, well, I already like this VTuber already. Guess I'll stay up until ridiculous hours. You now have a normal schedule for your whack and slept tweets, at least. True! Yeah, that's true. I guess before that it was kind of all over the place, right? Yep, that's what happened. How's the job going, by the way? It's going alright. Today was very stressful, but I think it was stressful in the way that, like, you know when you're really tired and even, like, the most minor task feels, like, overwhelming? It was that kind of thing today. That's what today was like. Because, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't even asked to do anything particularly difficult or even different from what I usually do. I think I was just really sleepy. I was just really sleepy, and so it made everything feel worse. Yeah. Very healthy whack and slept tweets. You know what? I stream for an audience of, people in Europe who are trying to catch an early flight and are, like, waiting in the airport. There's the audience. There's the audience. People who are in the airport at, like, 4 a.m. because they're, like, waiting in line for security. What step was I at? We finished the train. Ah, the tracks. We needed to start working on the tracks. That's what we needed. I'm in the airport at 4 a.m. Oh, actually, speaking of airports, good news. I have the time off to go to EGGY, so I can actually start... I can start getting plane tickets and arrangements and such. I can start arranging things. Because I have time off. I mean, it's not a ton of time off. I couldn't get the Monday off. They wouldn't give me the Monday off because I was hoping to get, like, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend, and then Monday. But they wouldn't give me the Monday off. So I'm gonna have to come back Sunday night, and I'm probably gonna be, like, exhausted the next day. But I have Thursday and Friday off, and that's what's important. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll try and get, like, a really, really super early flight on Thursday so I can, like, maximize my off-kai time. Although I guess I'll need to see, because I guess, it's like, what, like a 6-7 hour flight from here to, it's in San Jose, but I'd probably be going through San Francisco. Yeah, it's like a 7-hour flight. So, but then again, California is also 3... She said what? Look, it's true! You can look it up. You can look it up. And you'll see that I'm correct. It does take approximately 6 or 7 hours to fly there, if it's, like, direct. There's some flights I saw with layovers, but I don't know if... I don't remember if they were cheaper or not. But yeah, no, I can book airplane. Maybe I'll try to get something early so that I can maximize my time. But also, I know that, like, California is, like, 3 hours behind us, right? So if I take off... Like, if my plane takes off at, like, 7 a.m. here, that's, like, 3 a.m. there. Then add 7 hours to that. That would be... That'd be, like, 2 p.m. here. But that would be... like 11 a.m. there. So I guess I wouldn't be losing that much time, right? I won't be losing that much time. I'm just gonna turn up my volume so I can hear my music better. It's never the right volume. There we go. Yeah, get there 4 hours before you. Yeah, because like California is 3 hours behind us, right? So like West Coast right now, like what is it here? It's 9:22 p.m. there. It's 6:22 for them. It's 6:22 for them. I know this because when I would used to be in Discord calls with everybody in the evening, I remember like who was at the time? I definitely remember there was like one night where we were like me and Bubba and a whole bunch of us were in like a voice call, and at one point I think it was Kane, because I think Kane is on West Coast, right? So he's on specific time, and I remember at one point he was like, "Hey, do you guys want to watch a movie?" And it was like midnight. It was like midnight for us, and we're like, "No." Because for him it was like, you know, a reasonable 9 p.m. But for us it's like, no, this is very much not this is not movie hours. At least not starting one, right? Yeah, don't let the return trip burn you either. Oh, that's true. That's true. Wonder. I'm kind of scared because I remember one of the reasons I wanted the Monday was because I was really scared that I was going to like. This is not E. I need E. I'm kind of scared that like. I'm like, what if there's like a flight delay? Like, what if they don't give me the Monday, but then, like, Monday comes around, and then I'm like, hey, guys, I'm still stuck in the United States of America. E54. E54. Oh, I gotta pop these all out individually. Yeah. I mean, 3 hours, though, is not, like, a huge jet lag. Like, I don't remember being jet lagged, like, the last time I went to Vancouver, I don't remember being jet lagged on the way back. Because, well, maybe just like a little bit, but only for like one evening. Because like 3 hours is not that big of a time jump, right? Like, it's not like coming back from Japan, that hit me hard. But coming back from like Vancouver, that did not hit me hard at all. Or like it did, but it was for like one evening and then I quickly readjusted. Yeah, surely they'd understand if there was an issue with their flight. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. I just wanted the Monday so I could have a bit more, like, wiggle room for that. But then again, maybe I was... Because, like, when I was requesting the time, I was like, please, 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 give me these 2 days off. And also the Monday, maybe not, like, maybe not the Monday. It's not, like, totally necessary, but it would probably be good for travel reasons. Please, please, please. Because I was worried if I asked for too much time, they would say no. So I said, you don't have to give me the Monday. And this was a mistake. This was a mistake. I think I should have just said the Monday and not elaborated. But you know what? If I'm stuck in the airport come Monday after Off-Kai, and they're like, "Where are you, Eggy? Where are you, Eggy?" That's on them. That's on them for not giving me the Monday. Where did I put my nippers? No, seriously, where did they go? I was like fidgeting with them earlier, and now I can't find them. Where did I put them? I didn't move from this seat. How did I lose these? Oh, they're right here. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I should probably get to planning that. Because it's approaching. It's almost the end of May, actually. Like, we're May 22nd? June will be upon us soon. It will soon be June. And then it is summer. I mean, at the very least, I'm getting used to my job before winter hits. I think if you have to find a job, I'm starting to think that maybe spring, summer is like the best. Well, no, specifically spring, I think is the best time to find a job. Because it means that, like, you can get accustomed to the daily routine before the days get super short and the weather gets super cold and things get snowy. Like, I can get used to, like, waking up for my commute, while the weather is nice and I don't have to, like, think about coats and the like. Okay. And then, so I need E20 as well. Is E20 the big one? Yes, it's the big one. Here we go. But yeah, I'm excited. I can see friends. I should get more. You know what? You know what I need to do? I need to get more Slep stickers made. Because I remember a few years ago for MagFest, I made the Slep stickers, right? And okay, E54, and that goes, okay, so that goes all along here. Yeah, a few years ago for MagFest, there's 9 of them. Okay, so there's 9 of them, but there are spare parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so these are the whole strip. Yeah. A few years ago, for MagFest, I got Slep stickers made. Of just me, it's literally just like slep.png on a sticker. But now I kind of want to do a Slep-a-whack gotcha. I want, like, every time someone meets me, I'll have, like, a box of Slep-a-whack stickers. And some of them will be Sleps, some of them will be good-a-whacks, some of them will be bad-a-whacks, and maybe I can throw in, like, a few rare-a-whacks. Like, maybe some of the holiday-a-whacks. Like the Christmas-a-whack or the New Year's-a-whack. So, like, I don't know, it's a Slep-a-whack gotcha. Everyone gets one pull. It's like, will you get a common Slep? Will you get a common-a-whack? Will you get a rare-a-whack? A rare-a-whack. Eggy paws, hello. Eggy hands. If I'm gonna do hand cams, I should probably make my nails nicer. My nails have been a little bit, sad and miserable lately. It's really, really dry in the office, actually. Even though, okay, like, I will have, like, the world's giantest, biggest, massivest water bottle. Like, I have my big oiter with me at work. And, even then, I'm drinking that all day and I'm applying hand cream, and even then my hands are still kind of dying. A little less than a few weeks ago, but my hands are still very much dying. And at the same time also, I'm doing the thing all day. You know when you're in, like, a really, really, really dry environment? And your, like, throat is, like, is really dry, and you're like, oh no, is my throat sore? Am I getting germs? Is this germs? And as soon as you, like, step into a room with a different level of humidity, then everything just fixes itself, and you're like, oh, actually, I feel fine. And that's been, like, me. That was me throughout today, actually. I'm just like, am I getting germs? Is this germs? Is this germs? And then, like, I go into literally, like, the lunchroom, which is, for whatever reason, more humid than where my desk is. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm normal. I'm normal. Okay, so E36 is the slightly longer one. It says distinguish the difference between E37 and E36. Because I think one of them... Oh, why is... I forgot to turn on the light. There we go. That's why you can't see anything. There we go. One of them is slightly longer than the other, so I need to keep that in mind. Okay, so the longer one is E36. So, out of this side... E36 goes to the front. With this... No. E36 is this side? I think? Whereas E37 is... this side. Ah, here we go. I think it's like this. Throw up the horns now! Oh, hold on. Am I doing this wrong? So, okay. No, I'm doing this right. I think this is another, like, I'm doing this right. I just need to apply more pressure moment. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I think. Ah, here we go. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to, like, pop in. There we go. Ah, there we go. I was like, is this supposed to, like, snap in? Am I supposed to feel anything? Or no? There we go. Very nice little train tracks. Good evening, Iggy. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Taishi. You know, I do feel, and maybe I am biased. I am quite biased here. But I think that May or maybe June is like the best time of year to have a birthday. That might be a hot take. If anybody has any arguments with that, I'm gonna assume your birthday is not in May or June. But I think May or June is like the best time to have a birthday. Because like, okay, as a kid, right? As a kid, at least. Like, as an adult, this is also good. But like, okay, think, as a kid, right? If your birthday's in May or June, you're probably still in school, which means you can celebrate it with your friends. Because if you have a summer birthday, then everyone's gonna be out of town. Right? As a maybe Eggy's right. Okay, I mean, our biases are showing, but like, okay. Because like, yeah, if your birthday's in May, then that means that if you're a kid in school, all your friends are still going to be in town, right? Because like, if you have a birthday in the summer, then everyone leaves to go on vacation or to camp or whatever, and it's harder to get together, right? Or like, how do you distribute the invitations? Because you don't see your friends at school in the summer, right? Yeah, weather's good. True, right? If your birthday's, especially in like late May, it's not quite like swimming pool season, but like there's a pretty good chance that the weather's gonna be pretty decent, right? School's out, almost out, fun activities are about to start. Yeah, and like, yeah, like it's the ideal time. I just had different friends in the summer. Oh, you had like your school friends and then you had like your summer friends. Like how June is the best time to get married. Is it? I don't know if I've heard, maybe I've heard that. Is there like statistics on that? June could be thunderstorms. I mean, yeah, but so could the summer. Like it can rain any time of year. But yeah, like I think May and June are like safe enough for planning outdoor activities, if that's what you're into. And also, this was the other thing, is that like as a kid, before I could get like a part-time job or anything, I would get money for my birthday and I would get money as a gift for Christmas. So I was like, yes, there we go. They're even almost evenly spaced, right? It's almost evenly spaced. It's not like it's like birthday's too close to Christmas, so you only get Christmas gifts kind of thing. January might be the worst because it's so dead as a month. I guess it's good since people are probably available. Yeah, but like the weather sucks, right? Like I feel like if your birthday's in January, there's always going to be like a super high risk that if you try to plan something, like I've been to friends' birthday parties and there was like a snowstorm on the day of. There's always a risk. There's always like anything before March I think is very risky. Is May also cursed with weather in Canada? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's cursed as much as May is sometimes unpredictable. Because in May, you know it's going to get warm. You just don't know when, right? You just don't know exactly when it's going to be. Because it's always warm, usually, by the end of May. It just, like, the exact date of the warming up and how long it stays warm is always subject to change. Yeah, I think it's enough pressing down. I don't want to, like... I don't want to break anything. So, let's pull out E42. E42. E42? 50. 42. Here we go. Oh, these guys. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought about June Bride. It's probably a thing. More research required, but it's probably a thing. I feel like I've heard that too. Yeah, I'm a January baby and people kept combining Christmas and birthday presents for me. Confirm. Yeah, I knew a few people who were like December babies. And yeah, to me it's like even having a birthday in the fall, like in like September, October, that to me that still feels too close to the end of the year. Like it's like you're putting all your holidays too close together. Personally, yes, I think you can consider your birthday a holiday. But okay, so this one goes. Is there another piece? Oh, there's a third piece I'm missing. E57 and 48. Okay. 57 E57. I'm sorry if the setup feels like it's shaking today. That's because for some reason my table just decided to be unstable. I don't know what's... It's not like unbalanced on anything. I don't know what's going on. It was pretty stable the other day. 57 and 48. 48. 6, 4, 49. Are we sure E57 exists? I found E48. I still haven't found no sign of E57. E57. 2, 55, 56, 50... Oh, okay, no, these are E57s. Ah, okay, there we go. So, I need to have one of these. Okay. Does anyone actually do anything for Christmas in July? Is Christmas in July real? I always thought it was, like, either a joke or it was something that people, like, do in, like, Australia or something. Because I know the seasons are, like, flipped around for them. Okay. So one that's like this, and I have to have it with this, like this. Okay. Yeah. Imagine being born on a leap year. I think we were talking about this last time. It does happen. Eggy, drink water? Oh no, I actually don't have water with me right now. Do I have anything I can grab easily? I don't have any water in here. I could get a can of sparkling water from upstairs. Hi, Egg. Hello, Azorshot. Okay, so E57, E48. Then I have to put this one here on the opposite side of the flowers. Oh, okay, these two go very close together, that's why. Okay, so this goes here. Okay. Then this on this side. Ah, okay. I see. And this one goes here, and it like, whoops, there we go. It like links in. Here we go. I feel like this one, I feel like streaming this part is probably harder for you guys to see because this is like all like dark gray. As opposed to like all the like bright pinks and stuff I was using last week. Or not last week, Wednesday. Like that was all like bright colors. I bet that was super easy to see. I renew my vow that if I have a kid whose birthday's near Christmas, I will give them separate presents for birthday and for Christmas. Yep. They're gonna need to make two lists. 2 wish lists. I don't know, if your kid is born near Christmas though, are you gonna like give them like a Christmas name? Like if it's a girl, is her name gonna be like Holly or Carol or something? Noel? If it's a boy, is his name gonna be like Noel or what's some other Christmassy male names? Nicholas? Klaus? Links in? No, we are not bringing that in here. I have a job now. I should probably update my LinkedIn. And that's all I'll say about LinkedIn. That's all I'm gonna say about LinkedIn. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Okay. Now we have to join our train in. Right here. And oh, and these 2 holes. Very convenient. No, our wheels! It's always this one wheel, I feel. There's like a loose wheel. It's fine. Like once it's in there, it'll be fine, right? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Once it's in there, sorry, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Not linked in. I'm locked in. Oh, is this is the Phantom Hourglass music, isn't it? Or is this also from Wind Waker? No, this is almost certainly Phantom Hourglass. This sounds very familiar to me specifically. So I'm pretty sure this is probably Phantom Hourglass. Okay, hold on. My train is derailing. Hold on. I think this is in enough. I think, yeah, this is in well enough. I was worried my train was derailing because, like, when you saw, like, inside here, it was kind of, like, lopsided. And I'm like, oh, no. Okay, I don't think the wheels are supposed to, like... Because it's being seen from this angle, right? Like, it's gonna be seen from the side. So it doesn't really matter if the wheels are, like, specifically, like, perfectly on the tracks, right? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. My train will not get derailed. Alright, I'll put this aside. We got our train done, I think. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. Our train is done, but there's still other things we need to add. So we'll need to add... Oh, we'll need to glue on some, the flour. Some more flour. Well, just one flour. Which one is it? C19. Okay. Where's, like, the page with, like... Oh, here we go. The one with, like, 1 billion tiny, tiny flowers. There's no way we're gonna be using all of these, right? There's like 3 different sizes of cherry blossom, but the only one we've used so far is C19. We've only been using this one. So I'm like, I'm not sure, like there's no way that we're gonna need like every single one of these, right? This must be spare parts, right? But they don't mention that. They don't mention like, oh yeah, this is spare parts. Usually they do if there is like extras. Yeah. Hourglass has some mod that lets you play without the touchscreen controls, which is nice. Yeah, but like, I don't know, aren't the touchscreen controls the point? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old person brained. Hi. Hello, uphill. Good evening. Yeah, Phantom Hourglass, though, one thing I remember about Phantom Hourglass is that even for me, it was not a difficult game. Like, Spirit Tracks, that one took me a little longer to beat. Did the tip get clogged somehow? Yeah, like, Spirit Tracks, that one took me a bit longer. In fact, it took me like 5 years to beat Spirit Tracks, because I like had trouble with a final boss, or it wasn't the final boss. It was like the second to last boss kind of thing. I had trouble with it, so I proceeded to abandon the game for like 5 years. Oops. Yeah, I abandoned the game for like 5 years and then came back. Like I think I was like 11 at the time. And then in high school, I was like, maybe I'll give this another try. So I was like 15 at the time. So I went back and then finally beat the game. Hold on, I just need something to stab this with so I can... There we go. Pop open the hole again. Hello, Eggy. Hello, Mixpatch. I do vaguely remember hard bits. But yeah, because like I know people complained about, what was it called? Like the Temple of the Ocean King or something? Like, that one place that you keep having to go back to, and every time there's, like, more floors to it. I know a lot of people were not a big fan of that. I didn't mind it. Because, like, towards the end, it did get pretty satisfying to be able to, like... You know floors that you used to be able to, like, that you used to struggle with at the beginning? And then by the time you're going through this for, like, the 4th time, you have, like, way more, like, items and weapons, and... you just know the floors better. So it is kind of satisfying to be able to go through places that you were like struggling super hard with before. And then it's like, yeah, I'm clearing this in like 5 seconds. I'm speedrunning this. I'm the best gamer ever. Okay, so we got that little cherry blossom. Then we need to put in the crossing thing here. Simple enough. Everything we did last stream is kind of coming together now. And then we need to put our big tree behind it. Where's our big tree? That's the small branch. This is where's the tree? There we go. Our tree goes here? Yeah, here. Yeah, there we go. That's where it goes. On the, yeah, in the hole on, yeah, next to this, yes. That is where it is going. That is the place for it. There we go. Cute. Cute. Pretty. Pretty. Flower. Flower. Okay. Is this a notebook? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Or, I mean, it will be. It's not yet. But when we're done, it will be. It will be. Okay, let's see. So we got that in there. I think that's... I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. So, okay, that's why this was so many steps. That's why this part was so many steps, because it's the train. It's the train and the tree and the crossing sign thing and the tracks. That's why this had so many steps to it. Okay, there we go. Very interesting pick. Tacky glue pog. What, is it bad? I don't know. I was told this was the kind of glue that was good for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I actually, again, this one was a birthday gift I got a few years ago that I never got around to actually being able to make, because I wanted to make it on stream, but I'm like, I didn't have the setup for it. I didn't have like the hand cam setup for it, but now I do, so. Okay, what do we got next? E50. So we're back to like the dark gray. I'm sorry there's so much dark gray today. Ugh. This one's hard to pop out on its own. There we go. E50. I hope we needed E49. Oh, thank God we needed E49 because that popped out all in one go. But yes, thank you, paid actress at EGGY. Imagine, like, being a VTuber and somehow hiring somebody else to be your hands. Like getting like a hand model or something, so everyone thinks your hands are nicer. Okay, so the same on both sides, and I think they're identical, so I think we're good. It's like how you have people who are like, VTubers never dance in their own concerts. It's all paid motion capture dancer people. It's like, imagine that, but like for hand cams. It's like no one's hands are real. It's all like, it's all hand models that are like gesturing in time with what the VTuber is saying. Surely. If the hands are real, they would be in gloves. You're only a real VTuber if you don't have hands. Or if your hands are invisible. You see, that's the real reason, VTubers. Our hands are invisible. So that's why everybody has to wear gloves, because if they didn't wear gloves, then it would just look like you wouldn't be able to see the hands like at all. And then everybody would be like, why is stuff just floating? Is it just me, or does this look a little like lopsided? Like this looks like it's like bending inwards. But I guess that will be fixed soon enough, because I think we are plugging this into something else. E35. Yeah. The gloves Hollow uses always seem so incredibly thick and unhandy. I don't get why. I mean, I think it's one of those things where I think they started doing it because I think they used to sometimes have like ungloved streams, right? But to me, I think my personal, I mean, I think it's because some talents, I imagine, are comfortable showing their hands and some aren't, right? But then I feel like if some are showing their hands and some aren't, then I feel like it starts to make kind of like a oh, why isn't this person showing their hands? Like what are they hiding? I feel like it kind of creates that kind of atmosphere, and I feel like that was something they probably wanted to avoid. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so it's, I'm assuming I'm doing this because this is the only way this fits together. Ooh, that did not break off nicely. Hold on. Yeah, hiding secret hand tattoos. Because, yeah, I feel like... I mean, I guess some VTubers will show hands and some won't. I don't know. Do you think showing hands, like, ruins the atmosphere? I guess for some people, everybody has, like, a different point. Because I've seen some people being like, I don't like when VTubers, like, post IRL photos or, like, show pictures of their hands or anything because it, like, ruins the atmosphere. Or, like, it ruins the kayfabe or, like, the immersion. That's the word people like using. Because, like, I don't know, I guess everyone's, like, point at which they think this is immersion breaking is, like, different, right? Like, I feel like some people get, like, a hint of anything that's not anime, and they're like, immersion broken. But then I guess for other people, it's like, as long as you aren't seeing the face, it's probably fine. I don't know, are there people who get, like, immersion broken from, like, hands? Like, any kind of, like, live action footage? Do you think there's people that, like, get mad if a VTuber makes, like, a travel vlog or something, and they're like, here's what I did on my trip, and they're like, how dare you show real places? Immersion broken. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing hands. I think the main benefit of me not seeing any flesh is I don't judge the appearance of someone. That's true, that's true. I mean, I guess maybe if you have, like, particularly notable looking hands. I guess for some people it's also concerned if they feel like their hands don't, like, match the VTuber model they're using sometimes. Like, I know for some people it's like the skin tone might not match, or, like, I don't know, their hands might not look like as dainty as they would like, or as strong as they would like, or whatnot. But, yeah. I must inform you I have, like, 6 plain Pikmin. Do you, like, live next to an airport? How are you getting all these? And 2 burger Pikmin, as one does. Yeah. Gotta throw a filter on pics and vids to make them look animated. We're gonna turn everything into, like, an Umineko background. We're gonna do, like, the photo filter visual novel backgrounds. I have no idea why, but I keep going there every day to use the radar in hopes of getting more plain Pikmin. The airport? Actually, no, there's probably other places you can get plain Pikmin. In one area they spawn. It's not an airport. Is it near an airport? Like, I'm not sure why so many plain Pikmin would spawn if it's not... But then again, I'm trying to remember where I got my plain Pikmin. Because I think I have at least 1 or 2. Oh, you know what Bodega keeps doing? You know what Bodega would keep doing? She would keep sending everybody pictures of, so you know how, like, when you get, like, for some things, if you go get a postcard from a big flower, then, like, you can send Pikmin to go get it, and then the Pikmin will appear in the postcard. So, Bodega would keep sending 9/11 memorial postcards, and she would always send 2 airplane Pikmin, to go get them. So I feel like I have, like, multiple different 9/11 memorials with 2 plain Pikmin. She would keep doing this. It turns out the US has, like, a lot of 9/11 memorials. Because, yeah, like, it wasn't just ones from New York either. It was ones from, like, different cities, too. Apparently jumping around in a place in a concert does 13k steps. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. Alright. And... okay, so this is the slot for... this thing. For electricity. I want to talk more about the places close to me, but I don't want to dox myself. I mean... I guess unless you can be super vague about it. Okay, I am scared of electricity, so I should probably be careful. I mean, it can't be that dangerous, because, like I said previous stream, if it was that dangerous, they would probably be like, danger, 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 danger. They would probably be like super, super loud about it. But I think for now, this slides in here. This is the nons... wait, hold on. Let me slow down and read. So this is P9, I think. Are you P9? I'm assuming you are P9 because there's nothing else. There's nothing else in here that looks like this. So... P9, I have to... so the non-switch side is up. And then... what do I do? I have to, like, pass this through something? Pass this through E33. Where's E33? No, this was E33. Is there a second E33? Hold on. Is there another one? E33, E35. One. Was I not supposed to do that? Oh, wait, no, that was E34. Did I pop it out? Maybe I popped it out last week by accident. Are you? Oh, wait, no, you're E33. There we go. There we go. That's how that works. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then the wires go through here and this, like, little slit here. There we go. That makes sense. That makes sense. Eggy, you know about cute things? What is a cute Shrek merchandise? Do I look like I think about Shrek? There are many who think about Shrek, both in and outside the VTuber community. I am probably not one of such people. Aren't there Shrek Crocs or make Shrek? There are... I don't think they exist, I'm pretty sure. Like, I know there's all sorts of Crocs. It wouldn't surprise me though. I know people like to joke about the Lightning McQueen Crocs. When I was a kid, I had Disney Crocs, so the holes were shaped like Mickey Mouse ears. Which was cute on one hand, but like also, it also had the problem of like, I couldn't use any of like the Croc pins because the Mickey Mouse holes were too big. And I couldn't like they wouldn't stay in place. I had to get like a second pair of Crocs to use the Croc pins because I could not use them with my Mickey Mouse Crocs. Squidward Crocs, my beloved. Squidward Crocs? I mean, doesn't surprise me. I feel like I've seen SpongeBob Crocs. Man, it's weird that, like, what's the electricity for? Does the model have lights? Yes, apparently it does light up. It does light up with the push of a button if you, I guess if you assemble things correctly at the end. It's been so weird, I think, in my lifetime to, like, witness, like, okay, the birth of Crocs, the rise of Crocs, the fall of Crocs, the ironic rise of Crocs, the unironic return of Crocs. within my lifetime, within my human lifespan, and I'm still fairly young. I would say the birth of Christ. The birth of Crocs, you know? Because Crocs, I think, were originally released in what? Released. They started making them in, like, what, 2006, I think? And then they gained popularity from there. And then they kind of became, like, cringy, I think. But then I think that also fed into, like, kind of a ironic return of Crocs. Yeah, some settings. Very popular among nurses and techs. I mean, weren't they originally invented for boats? Or for, like, poolsides kind of thing? I know when I was a kid, one thing I remember is that Crocs were banned in a lot of, like, schools and summer camps. Oh, no. Did I break it? Did I break something? No. We're good. I'm struggling with this one. I think the thing is like, the wood is flexible, but, like, the battery pack thing is not. Yeah. Because, like, they were not sandals, but they also, because they were closed-toed, right? So they couldn't be considered sandals, but they were too floppy and open to be considered shoes. So I feel like a lot of schools and summer camps just kind of banned them because they didn't really know what to do with them. But a lot of parents would send their kids to camp in the Crocs anyways. There we go. Okay, got this together. And now we bring out D34. Oh, now I think we're bringing out the big guys. We're bringing out the big boys. This is H. Is this D? I think this is D. This is G. Where is D? I think D is one of the... Oh, wait, no, D is these guys. This neutral colors. D34. Yeah, this is the big one here. The big one. Here we go. Yeah, Crocs is 2002 apparently. Really? I thought it was later than that. I mean, I know that they were originally like kind of a specialty thing, and then later it started to get picked up by like the rest of the world. And then D34. Okay, so is this going on top or underneath? Okay, no, this is going on top? Is this tilt? No, this isn't tilting. So this should be... Yeah, the whole match is up here. The whole match is up here. And then I need to pass this way. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, this has to be it because there's no other way to do it. There we go. I think. Nope, we're good. It should fit. This one's definitely a tighter fit, I think, than a lot of the stuff on the train. Like a tight enough fit to make you wonder if you're doing it right. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Which way should the wire... Nope, we're good for the wire. Okay, we're good for the wire. I was scared that like the wire was going the wrong way. So this should slant. I think I screwed something up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. I screwed something up, I think. Oh, which side did I screw up? Was it this side? Oh, I think it was this side. Was it this side? Oh no! It is this side! No! Okay, hold on. I just need to flip it around. The two sides were symmetrical. They weren't symmetrical. I thought they were symmetrical. The holes were symmetrical, and that's why I was struggling with it. There we go. Me in 1923 readying my goons to go beat people up. We are the batteries. The battery squad. The battery pack. Oh no, yous better watch out for the battery pack. No, wait a second. That can't be right either. Because that means that there's like this thing here which can't... No, what? Hold on. Now hold on here just a moment. Ah, I screwed up both sides! I got both of them wrong! I was wrong on... No, hold on. No, I was correct on this count. Hold on. I was not wrong on both counts. Because, like, okay, you see how these are sort of slanted? And it's because I think the, this is, when you put it over this, it's supposed to kind of, like, slant down a little bit. Like this. Because I think the whole thing is kind of on a hill, right? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Because there's this little tab here. No, that... I was like, did I do it? No, that's not possible. I can't have... Oh my god! Oh no! I did everything wrong from the start! From frame 1. Hold on. No wonder I was having trouble piecing this together on this side. There we go. From frame 1. There we go. This little tab needed to be on this side. This is what I get for yapping and not paying attention. This is my punishment. There we go. I blame TV chefs for Crocs. How so? Is there some connection I'm not aware of here? Or maybe this was a thing in other countries. Maybe this is like a British thing or something. Okay, then we put this in... with this part facing inward. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this should work now. This should work now. Ah, thank you, Jake. Thank you for sprouting for another month. Thank you, Jacob. Good evening. I almost missed this because it seems a Discord notification failed to go off. Oh! You know what? That explains a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll have to see what's going on with that. I am live, right? I am indeed streaming. Well, no. You guys have been chatting and replying to what I'm saying. What am I saying? Of course I'm live. Okay. I mean... feel free to ping everybody on your own if you want. Be like, Eggy is streaming and the bot broke! Eggy is streaming! She's streaming! Oh no, the other eggplants don't know! They don't know she's streaming! They don't know she's live! No! That is my name. It is him. Jacob. Oh, the other day, I think I posted about this on Twitch because I wasn't sure if it was a scam or not. So the other day, I got... So, okay. When you donate through Streamlabs, right? So the oh, hold on, no, it's this side. Yeah, when you guys donate through Streamlabs, right? I have to go to Streamlabs to see the name of who donated and the message. When I get alerts from PayPal, when I get like the email that was like, you've got money, it's only, I only see your email address. And I see, like, I guess the name that you donated under. Not the name that you donated under, but, like, the name that's on your account, right? And I don't see the message. So there was somebody the other day who, I got confused for a moment. Because I think they gave me some money because it was my birthday. They were like, happy birthday. And I got jump scared because I didn't see the happy birthday message. And... their name on PayPal was just business. It was business. So it's like, oh, you've received X amount of money from business. And I'm like, business? Like, it seemed like a scam. It seemed like one of those things where you were supposed to, like, put it in, you know, export it. Like, you were supposed to transfer it to your account and then they would ask for a chargeback or something. I thought I was being scammed by, yeah, John Business. By John Business. I did eventually figure out who Mr. Business was, because I checked Streamlabs and I saw, like, oh, somebody had donated. We're good. But yeah, I was like confused for a bit. I'm like, who is John Business? You've been sent money from business. You know, this person from their business endeavors. Okay. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. There's no way that this is the wrong way because this slot is only on one side, but I keep doubting myself. I'm like, this is here and this is here, but like, what if? Where's G13? I need to find G13. Where's G13? Which one was G again? G the little guys? Oh no, G was in the big one. This is G. Here we go. What are we looking for? G13. 13. Just like a little standy thing. Eggy, drink water. I don't have water here. I'm gonna have to stop the whole stream. I'm gonna have to hold everything up so I can go upstairs to the kitchen and grab a sparkling waiter from the fridge. I think John Business wants the stream to be stopped. But yes. That's why on Discord yesterday I was like, hey, does anybody know if any of... like, is this like a known scam? Receive money from business? Because like, I know back in the day, I don't know if it's as common anymore, or maybe just it is common and my email's just better at filtering it now. But I remember like back in the day, it was really common, like it was a really common scam to get an email that would be like, it is time to pay, like, it's like, this is PayPal, hello. It's time to pay for this bill or that bill. And it would be, and then you would click on, like, the link for, like, pay now, and then it would, like, take you to, like, a fake login page and steal your information. And I remember that was, like, a really common one. Like, even I almost fell for that kind of thing once. So, yeah. Dehydrated egg. Yes, I'm dried. Well, I don't know. I drank so much water at work today. You guys have to realize I have like my big oiter with me like the whole time. I almost paper cut myself on the side of one of these. Okay, what do we got? So is this C? Where's my C? There was something that like popped out earlier by accident. Is this C39? I think this is C39. Is this C39? Yeah, this is C39. Because that's supposed to be the next step here. I have to match it up with the river here. Is this supposed to have... Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be there. Because, yeah, you're supposed to match it up with the riverside here. But then... Oh, that's what this little, like, wobbly page is for, I'm assuming. I think? C29 and C30. What is this? Like, I'm assuming this is supposed to go over the river because it's basically the same shape. But I don't know how, and they haven't directed me yet. So, am I supposed to cut it out from that? Let me look. Oh wait, no, C29. Oh wait, no, hold on. These guys exist as well. So C29, C30. So I guess I glue that along. Okay, so here we go. So it's like this. I will have to glue these together eventually, but I like stack them on top of each other. Ah, I see. Like so. Like so. Ah, I see. And then I guess I put that big thing on top of these. Yeah, okay. I'll start gluing this down. Your only response to my egg art was jacket, which is either positive or negative. Is it to your liking or the worst thing ever? It is to my liking. I do like it. Post it on Twitter so I can... Did you post it on Twitter? Send me the Twitter link so I can retweet it. Or re-skeet it, or whatever it is people do on Blue Sky. There we go. Indiscriminate gluing. Yes, I did even under the art tag on Twitter. Okay, I will check after stream. I will retweet. Picture. I will retweet jacket. Because indeed, I like jacket. I like egg ponytail. Actually, I just realized I don't have a ponytail hairstyle, do I? I have like the bun toggle, but that's not really a ponytail. I have a lot of paralysis in color choice because I lack fashion sense and I draw Eggy, who has a lot of fashion. I mean, are you doing research? I'm assuming you're doing research when you like look for things. Nah! To put the Eggy in. You gotta pull up reference images. Actually, one thing I could probably recommend, for like fashion references, mostly not so much for like normal fashion, like you're not gonna find like office wear on it, but like for like, you know, J fashion or other like, somebody has made, well, somebody, it's probably a group, but there is like, somebody made like an alternative fashions wiki. So it's essentially just like a big fandom page, and it's like different alternative fashions and like different aesthetics. So like if someone's like, oh, I want to look like 2010s pastel goth, then you can find like, they'll have like, you know, photo references. If you're like, I want to have cottagecore look, you will find photo references so that you can make something that's like accurate. I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be like Aesthetics Wiki or something. It has like 1 bajillion pages. Yeah, Aesthetics Wiki is huge. Yeah. I don't know how accurate it is for everything, because like I feel like it has reasonable accuracy, at least for the ones that I know about, right? But like I imagine there's probably someone out there who's like, actually, it misrepresented my very specific style. There we go. Okay, so then we do E1. What is E1? E1. Ah, okay, this sword-looking thing. Okay. Yeah, look at Dempa there once. It has a lot of length. As a friend of mine, she gave me a picture of all J-Fan's latest subclasses, and what I was looking for wasn't clearly definite. Yeah. Well, Lolita, I think, is like a very... It's interesting because it's like the kind of thing that's like very broad, in the sense that it's kind of like an umbrella term for like a lot of more specific looks, right? What are we looking for? Where does this go? E1. Oh, this goes in here. In the hole. Put this face down. Oh, I'm scared I'm gonna like break this because I can't. Oh, wait, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. I was worried I was gonna break it because I was like trying to like figure out. There we go, okay. Because there's like a hole within a hole that I was looking for, so I was like, there is a non-zero chance I will screw that up. Here we go. Okay, so we got that. I don't know what that's doing, but we got it. Then we get the big guy. Okay, then we get the big guy. The big wobbly. Yeah. Yeah, broad subgroup united only by having to justify the name. I mean, I don't know. I think it has more in common than just the name, right? Like, I think it's like a general silhouette, right? It's a general silhouette. They all have a similar kind of shape to them, With little variations, right? Like, I feel like Sweet tends to go a little... Dresses might be a little shorter and puffier. Classic a little less so. You know, Gothic might be a little pointier, for, like, lack of a better descriptor. But, like, I feel like it's more... It's an umbrella term that's categorized by, like, the silhouette, but, like, within that kind of limit, you can kind of do whatever. Yeah. If you go by shape, won't you have to include maid outfits? No, because maid outfits are actually a different shape. They're a different shape than most Lolita dresses, actually, I find. Same with, like, idol costume type stuff. Because the thing you have to keep in mind when it comes to Lolita fashion versus, like, idol stuff is that Lolita fashion is absolutely garbage clothes to wear for dancing. And dancing is generally what idols are known for doing. Do I need to glue this down, or will it be held in place by other stuff? Okay, so apply some glue on the edge. Just some. Not a lot, just some. Just some. Okay, I guess I'll apply some glue. I guess you don't want to, like, glue over the whole thing in case it, like... I guess especially if you have a glue that doesn't dry clear. Yeah. Is it sewed or sewn? I think it's sewn, isn't it? Oh, you know what? I think sewn is, like... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's, like... Sewed is, like, the verb. So it's, like... I sewed a dress, as in, like, the verb or the action of sewing. But I think sewn is, like, to describe something, like, you know... It was sewn on top. Or I guess maybe that's, like, a, like, transitive, intransitive verb kind of thing. Where it's, like, it was sewn is, like, you know... Or it's like, this is sewn on top of the other one. Where these two pieces of fabric are sewn together. There we go. I think you might be right. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but that sounds about right, I think. That sounds about right to me. Yeah, actually not looking at the skirts and dresses for Lolita around her, and they're like umbrella we use for umbrella terms. Yes, they are vaguely umbrella shaped, yes, many times. But no, you'll notice that, like, maid and idol dresses are usually a little... They're also puffy, but they're puffy in different ways, right? Like, it's like a different kind of puffy in the sense that, like, if you're wearing, like, a maid dress or an idol dress even with a petticoat, you notice how, like, when idol girls have dresses and then they, like, do a jump, then, like, the dress goes and it, like, looks cool. That's because of the shape. Whereas Lolita dresses, if you jump in a Lolita dress, you kind of just look like a jellyfish. Like, it looks very weird. Lolita dresses are just really not suited for dancing. Yeah, what are you making? I do know that. Yes, I am making something that will look like this when it is done. I am making Rolife Sakura Densha. There we go. So now I need to glue on a bajillion flower petals. Okay, now we're using all the other ones. Okay. Let me pop them out. How many do I need? 4 C19s, 1 C... You know what? I'm just gonna follow this diagram here. I feel like you can probably do it however you want as long as you, like, get it over all the dots, but... Yeah. I'm sure they will understand why I tell them. I was told Lolita outfits look like jellyfish if one jumps. Do you mind showing it off? I will probably have to share it. Remind me to share it in the Discord server after the stream, because I don't think I can pull it up now. But there was once this one song by an idol group from a few years ago, and one of the things I remember from it is that in the music video they are wearing, like, actual Lolita dresses. But I also found, like, they do dance because it's an idol group. But I found a live performance video of them where they're doing the same choreography, but in, like, non-Lolita outfits. And honestly, the choreography looks better without the Lolita dresses. Because in the Lolita dresses, they just kind of look very... encumbered. Like they look very like it doesn't move gracefully, you know? Okay, so this was C21. Okay, I only need 3 C21s, okay. Yeah, like somehow it looks more graceful when not in the Lolita dress. Just because, again, Lolita is just not a fashion for dancing, or really for moving around. It is a fashion for walking, strolling elegantly, and it is a fashion for sitting down, and it is a fashion for standing and looking pretty. It is not a particularly well-suited fashion for dancing. Because even twirling in a Lolita dress doesn't always, like, sometimes the shape is just not quite right for it sometimes. Okay, so C19 is 1. Okay, I need 4 C19s, okay. Yeah. I get weird tutorials on Twitter because my interest in Lolita is like, here's how to sit with a massive and long petticoat. Thanks, I'll never need this info for myself. Well, you never know. Could be good knowledge to know someday. No, I mean, I know that, like, yeah, that sitting down actually is, like, things I've seen somebody make a tutorial for, because sometimes it's, like, especially if you're sitting, I've seen people make tutorials for sitting in, like, a crowded, like, if you're in, like, a crowded bus or subway car or something. Because, yeah, sometimes, you gotta, like, bunch up the petticoat, or you gotta, like, kind of gather it, in the middle, so that you aren't, like, taking up 3 seats with your giant dress. Lolita is great for that picture stance. I see every time you grab the base of the dress with one hand, the other hand is, like, wisping one hand on your hair, leaning with crossed legs. Ah, yes! Very common pose. C21. 2, 3, 4, 5 C20s. Okay. Very common pose. I'm sure, I feel like there's probably, someone's probably made, like, not really a library, but, like, you know, just, like, a selection of extremely common, like, Lolita poses for, like, showing off your dress. Okay, 19, 20, okay, so 20 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C19 is 1, 2, 3, 4. C21 is 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. For the record, I'm not upset. I see a lot of Lolita content. It's very cute. I enjoy it. Just the how to Lolita doesn't do much for me. I don't know. You gotta... To understand those wearing Lolita, you must think like those wearing Lolita. Okay, so C21 goes here. I want to go back to Pikmin Bloom, but I'm sad my very first Pikmin didn't get a super special outfit when I got to level 4. Unfortunate. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's not about collecting everything. It's about enjoying the ones that you do have. 1. Man, my glue on my river did not dry nicely. I guess trying to glue this to, like, a uneven surface was maybe not the best call. This C20, the really little guys. I still play Pikmin Bloom like a glorified step counter. I don't know, lately I've been really slacking on my, like, flower planting duties. Because what keeps happening to me is, lately, it's not like I haven't been walking, it's just that the kind of walking I've been doing has been, like, a lot of short walking, as opposed to, like, one long walk. So half the time I feel like I can never justify turning on flower planting, because I'm like, I'm walking, like, 3 minutes. Like, I'm just gonna have to turn this off again in, like, 3 minutes so I don't waste petals. This feels like a waste, you know? Another one is here. carefully put these on. This probably would have been better done with tweezers, but I don't have any, or the ones I do have are... I have no idea where they are. I have tweezers, but I have them more for, like, makeup reasons. So I feel like if I use them with glue, they would get kind of gross. Although some of them maybe I have used for false eyelashes before, so maybe they're already kind of covered in glue. I wonder if false eyelash glue would, like, work for this kind of set. False eyelash glue is both, like... It's weird. Because it's like, false eyelash glue, I feel, is, like, simultaneously very weak and very strong. Because I guess, like, false eyelashes, right? They barely weigh anything. So I guess the point of false eyelash glue is not so much to be super strong and hold super hard, because you also want to be able to take off the false eyelashes at the end of the day, right? So I guess the point is more to be, like, kind of flexible, I guess? And waterproof, right? Because your eyes will, you know, generate moisture throughout the day as well. So yeah, I wonder if false eyelash glue would work for this kind of thing. Because a lot of them, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the one I have. Because I know some of them also, like, some false eyelash glues will dry clear. And other ones dry, like, different colors. So you can get ones that dry, like, brown or black if you're, for, like, you know, if you're wearing, like, eyeliner and you want it to match. Yeah. I think I've only seen Lolita once IRL, who's in manga stores, so no shock there. Really? Even at conventions? I don't know, well, I don't know what the J fashion turnout is for your local convention. I guess it's bigger for some conventions more so than others. Never been to a convention. I'm pretty sure I remember you talking about going to a convention. But yes, I can guarantee if you go to a convention, you will almost certainly... Like, unless you are at a convention that just, like, outright bans it, which I don't know why they would, you will see Lolita fashion. Okay, one more tiny one, and then two more big ones, okay. The one I wanted to go to, my cosplay got lost in the mail, so it made me sad, so I skipped it. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, so you didn't end up going? I think it's still worth it to go, even if you don't have a cosplay. It's actually been a while since I think I've cosplayed for a convention. I think maybe it was 2024, I think was the last time I actually wore, like, a cosplay, like, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe if you count, like, the EGGY dress as a cosplay. But, like, I don't really... I personally don't. One might. I'm not one. I'm not that one. A different one might. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I actually, like, cosplayed. Like, did an actual character at a convention. I don't remember. I think it was 2024. That was the last time. Because I don't think I've cosplayed for MagFest, like, at all. Any of the times I've gone. You're not into Idolmaster, right? You are a Love Liver. You're not into Idolmaster. Oh, you're asking Jake. Oh, you're asking Jake. Yeah, isn't the big area one was like last weekend? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. That was the one with like the Idolmaster stuff that like people were lining up for like 6 hours. Because they like, I guess they just like completely underestimated the demand. Okay, so we got all that in. We are good. We are good for this part. We got our river done. We got our base done. So I guess, let me put that aside. And go on to the next bit. E31 and G11. So we're back on E. I think we're making a staircase. This one's not very exciting. E31 and G11. At least this part won't require a lot of gluing, though. E31, G11. E31. Did I pop that out by accident? 33, 32... Is it the big one here? No. E30. Oh, here we go. E31. E31, G11. G11, G11. Yeah, I tried both, but I prefer Love Live, and yeah, they had the Idolmaster VA, that's why I wanted to go, but I forgot. E4Gore, I don't know, would you have been dedicated enough to line up for like 6 hours? Hello, Lavender Ambition, welcome. I've been browsing the aesthetics wiki with your stream in the background. It's very surprising just how info is here. Yeah, and it's also just like, I mean, I guess the definition of aesthetic that they use is quite broad, right? So, I feel like, okay, hold on, which way does this go? Hold on, hold that thought, I'm locking in. Oh, it's this way. Okay, so it's this way, and this goes into... Okay, so this slots into here? Oh, I see. I'm assuming... Oh, okay, so this, like, slots into here. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So it slots into here, and then I'm gonna be passing something else through. What am I passing through? E47. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's, like, they've been... Like, their definition of aesthetic is very broad, right? Because some of it is, like, clothing, but then some of it is also, like, you know, there's, like, a page on, like, Fruitiger Arrow, right? Like, it's, like, stuff that's just, like, yeah, this is just, like, a genre of look. Which I guess is what an aesthetic is, right? E47. E47. I'm sorry I'm, like, yapping and then just saying, like, random coordinates out loud. I have to pop them out of here. E47. Okay, so then I have to... Oh boy, okay, how does this work? So this side goes... Oh, goodness. Okay, this is gonna be a tight fit. But I see the vision. Here we go. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, this is a tight fit. What am I making here? I think this is I'm looking in the pamphlet. This looks like a staircase. I'm assuming it's a staircase. E10. E10. E10 dinner. E10 lunch. E10 breakfast. Yeah, I want to cosplay, but I don't really have a body type conducive to any character I'd want to do. I'm not like a skinny twink type for the romance manga, but I'm not Dragon Ball Z buff. I would have waited if it was a VA for a girl I like, but it was a girl I was kind of male. I mean, fair. I feel like I've also had the same mindset sometimes. It's like, this is a thing I almost like, but not quite. Yeah. Neuron activation when Eggy says a coordinate. Are you guys playing bingo? Are you guys playing battleships? I mean, I think the thing with cosplay is that, like... I mean, I guess it's a personal preference thing, but... I find that... Like, if you go on social media... Oops, sorry. Smack the mic. If you go on social media, like, a lot of the cosplays you see that are, like, super polished and stuff, usually, like, people, I've talked to people before who are like, oh, I'm not pretty enough to cosplay. And it's like, well, I think you need to go to an actual convention and see, like, in real life how people are actually cosplaying, right? Okay, so, hold on. I'm locking in. Is it this side? Here we go. Okay, so we do the other thing, but on the top. Okay, same thing, but on the top. Ah! But yeah, like, I think people have, like, this idea that, like, you know, if you don't look like if your body type doesn't match the character, and if, like, your cosplay isn't super polished, you will be, like, laughed out of the room. When, like, if you go to, like, an actual convention, pretty much anywhere, you will see that, like, there is varying degrees of polish. E46. Like... You know, I'm just gonna pop out E6 while I'm at it, too. I don't have to come back to it. E6. 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 Yeah. I just don't think there's fun in dressing up just to not look the way you want to. I mean, that's fair. Like I said, it's a personal preference. But yeah, I don't know. I've talked to multiple people, especially people who haven't been to conventions or any kind of like cosplay related event before, where they think that like this is like exclusively the domain of pretty people, and it's like, no. You can actually look very normal, very average, and, you know, still have fun with cosplay. The point of cosplay is to cosplay, right? It's not necessarily to be a supermodel. So, E46 is up here. Oh, right, okay, so this is the second step of the staircase. Oops. Don't levitate the stairs. Yeah, that's pressed together enough, I think. And then this goes on this side. Ah, here we go. Our boring staircase. Yeah. I think the moment middle-aged anime man becomes accessible to me, I might as well consider doing it. I don't know, do you have any middle-aged anime men in mind? I mean, to be fair, though, I'm trying to think, because, like, I feel like there's some characters where it's, like, there are some characters I think that are inherently just not fun to cosplay, because, like, I think about a lot of characters where, like, I feel like if you don't, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, the guys from, like, Kaiji and Akagi, they're just wearing clothes, right? Like, some of them are probably wearing, like, recognizable suits, but I feel like a lot of them are just wearing, like, a shirt, right? And the thing that differentiates them is, like, the art style, right? But, like, are you gonna, like, I don't know how you would accomplish the, like, face. I don't know how you'd accomplish, like, the, facial proportions. Or the hair. Well, I mean, I guess there is ways to spike wigs, but, like, I feel like, you know, if you just did the costume and you didn't do any hair or makeup for it, you'd just be, like, showing up in, like, a shirt, right? And pants. Plenty of people cosplay Kazuma Kiryu. That's true, but I feel like the, like, white suit, like, yeah, I mean, I guess white suit, red shirt is kind of iconic, though. I think most of my anime taste is, like, romance comedy stuff, so I might be kind of sad to just do one side by myself. That's also fair, that's also fair. There are some things that I think only really work in groups. I've had cosplays before where I'm like, okay, if someone said, like, okay, we're gonna do a group of this, I would be super down for it, but, like, I would never even consider doing it on my own. Okay. So, we're jumping, we got our little boring staircase made. It's not that boring, it's got, like, a little brick side. Okay, but we're done with our boring staircase. And we're gonna do... Take out P7 and bag number 2. What do you mean bag number 2? Oh, bag number 2! Bag number 2! Okay, that's what they mean. I'm like, I forgot this thing had bags. Okay, here we go. P7. Are these guys labeled? Are you labeled? Where are you labeled? How are you labeled? Do I just have to guess? P7. P7. So, I'm gonna take it that this is P7 because P7 doesn't have like this little bend here, so I'm assuming this one is P7. I have to use my big brain to figure this one out. Alright, P7. Oh, I need my boring staircase again, hold on. P7... E18 and E16. Okay. Yeah, suit outfit is pretty easy to obtain. That too. I mean, I think there's also, like, the ease of finding a costume, right? Because, like, I guess there are some characters that are, like, very popular to cosplay because, like, if you go online, like, if you Google, like, character name cosplay, they're easy to find. But there's also ones that are, like, very easy to make. Like, I feel like one of the reasons why, like, Freyren and Dungeon Meshi were, like, popular to cosplay in the past few years wasn't just because the anime was popular, like, obviously that helped, but, like, out of all the popular things that exist, I think the reason why I wanted why those two specifically was because, like, it's easy to buy, like, pre-made, but also if you're making it yourself, it is kind of just robes. Like, you don't have kind of, like, that, like, over-designed, like, gacha character look. Like, it is just a robe. it is something that's like relatively easy to make yourself compared to like some of the more complicated, like Genshin or even Uma Musume. Some of them look a little complicated. What am I looking for again? E18, E16. Okay. Yeah, there's also plenty of people that probably have the perfect body type for Marcel in the West. Maybe, but I don't think that really goes into it because like people of all shapes and sizes were cosplaying Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned I was talking to someone today and she's doing a Japanese class and her classmate who's like ethnically Japanese but grew up abroad does accent for media. And when his native teacher pulled him aside, like, careful with your accent, you sound like you talk how Yakuza talk. This happens. I've definitely heard of that happening, of people like learning Japanese off of like one form of media. I don't know. I was always worried. I'm like, am I gonna sound like an anime character if I don't start like listening to more live action stuff? Okay, so we gotta go like this, and E16 facing the outside. With this part on top. I think you accidentally opened too many JP VTubers so you realize they're easily accessible immersion. Yeah, I've been told that like actually like for like listening practice, watching VTubers can actually be better than watching anime. Because it is like improvised speech, right? Because like anime, yes, it's like, you know, native Japanese speech, but it's, you know, even in English, you don't sound the same in a cartoon. That like people in cartoons sound different than people in, you know, live action movies or also in like, you know, reality. Okay, so maybe if I'm gonna pop this one through here first, and then I'm gonna attach it here. There we go. Haha! Our staircase is a little less boring. It has a railing now, so it's a little safer. It's a little safer. Good. Are we done with this staircase? I fear we might not be. Let's put this aside, though. E9, G10. Okay. I'm getting faster at finding these. Only like 4 hours in to doing this. I'm finally remembering which sheet is for which thing, which letter. Yeah, if you want to watch smaller VTubers, you get lower quality audio and dialects. Yeah, that's true. There's probably a bigger variety, too, like, of voices. And I guess if you're trying to keep up with, like, up-to-date internet memes and slang and stuff, it's probably... VTubers are probably gonna get you that better than trying to watch anime. Because, like, I don't know. Anime is, I mean, I guess it's the same here, right? Where it's like, because anime takes so long to make, like, I feel like I've seen cases where it's like, oh, we tried to put in, like, hot and new internet slang, but by the time... Oh, hold on, is this the right way? Oh, wait, no, I'm holding it this wrong. Ah, there we go, that makes more sense. You know, when they try to do, like, we're putting, like, hot and new internet slang in here, but, like, by the time the thing actually airs, it's, like, been outdated for a while. That'd be me if I learned Japanese for Precure. I did watch Precure. I did watch Precure for a while when I was first learning Japanese. Because, like, I don't know, I imagine Slice of Life is probably better for like, a beginner if you're watching without subtitles. Since, you know, they're probably going to be talking about things that you're going to run into in your everyday life anyway. As opposed to, like, science fiction, where you're going to learn a bunch of niche vocabulary, but it's going to be stuff that, like, even the average Japanese person probably isn't aware of in their everyday life. E45. Yeah. Oh, I sound like a yakuza. That's... I'm gonna sound really rough on purpose. E11. Yeah, Nagatoro dub is famous for that. Well, yeah, like, it's weird that people complain when it's done in English, because it's like, guys, do you think Japanese is like a unmoving language? They also have, like, you know, slang that comes and goes. That's not unique to English. Okay, then this goes here. With the flower on top. I'm guessing we'll have to glue that on a bit later. And then E40. Okay, given that this is like the last of like these like step side pieces, I'm assuming this is going to be the last staircase that we have to do for a bit. Yeah, I do like the idea of choosing most chaotic neutral option for choice of words in Japanese. I refuse to follow any Japanese translation debate on the net that calls people out explicitly. You know what? That's the correct... You are smart and you're making good decisions. You're smart and you're making good decisions. I don't know. It's like one of those things where I'm just like... Like, I would not call myself a Japanese expert. But, you know, as somebody who has learned a second language before, you do kind of begin to understand that, like, there is no such thing. Like, translation is like an art and not a science, right? Like, there is no direct one-to-one translation for anything between any two languages. Because that's just, like, not how that works, right? There's, like, approximations that are close enough. At some point, it's more about the ideas than the words. This is C21. Okay, so it's the big ones. Also, hello, Chandler rides bikes. I'm sorry, I've been locked in. I've been locked in. I've been locked in. I've been locked in. There is no translation without interpretation. Yes. Yeah. I also had a confession about it. It's an unconscious connection in my brain, and Japanese isn't a real world language, because 100% of my Japanese exposure is anime and video games, so I hear it like, hey, they're speaking anime. I feel like that is actually, like... That is a common issue, I think, actually. Not issue, but, like, that is a common phenomenon, I think, with Japanese learners, where it's like... It's like, no, there are, you know, thousands, millions even, of people who speak Japanese in their daily life in Japan. It is a real language. And people, you know, it's used for things other than anime. But, yeah, and, like, you know, Japan has its own internet culture, its own memes, its own slang, its own wordplay. And, like, that's not going to translate over. And there are different approaches for how to make somebody, an English speaker, understand it. But, like, they're never, none of them are going to be perfect. And a lot of it, honestly, will come down to taste. Like, personally, I'm not a big fan of translators' notes, but I know some people are. But again, I feel like that's a situation where I think we probably can and probably should all, like, agree to disagree on that, because, like, you know, it's a matter of taste, I think. Yeah. Like, there aren't many Japanese in my area, and the ones that aren't gonna be like, oh, look at that one guy, let me hit him with some Nihongo. Yeah. He's trying to go and get Nihongo Josu'd, but, like, on purpose. Okay. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. I guess I better just start by doing this. this is what I'm doing, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Is the bottom step? I guess it's leading out. So I'm like, is the bottom step supposed to be this long? I guess well, you know what? The bottom step on this one is pretty long too. So maybe it is like that. Okay. E2 and E17. So these two are E2. Is this a spare part? No. And E17. E17. Ah, here we go. Oh, we need E15 as well. Okay. Okay, so it's the same as, it seems to be like the same thing as the other staircase, just like a slightly different shape. Okay. Eggy, drink water. This is, okay. Vote. Do you guys want me to go upstairs and grab a can of sparkling water and bring it down here and drink it? Is that what you want? Like, I don't think I'm gonna see if I can, I don't know if I can keep the music going. I'm gonna stop, you know? I'm gonna put it in silence. How dare you make me go upstairs? It's been like 2 hours you take a break. That's true, it is almost 11 p.m. I was only gonna do this for like 2 hours or so. Because I am kind of tired, and it is kind of late. I did start like 9 p.m., which is, in fact, later than Eggy stream usually starts. Indeed. If you want. You know what? Fine. I will go upstairs. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go get Is it 3 days weekend in Canada? Nope, that was last week. That was last week. It's a normal weekend in Canada. You know, I'm gonna leave you guys in silence. Can I put up the washroom? I'm not going to the washroom, but you know what? If anybody comes by and asks, that's where I am. That's where I am. And I will be back with a can of sparkling water. One moment. Is it gonna see me getting up? Maybe I should like scooch back first. Hold on. Okay. Behold. Sparkling water. I'll take the washroom out. Sparkling oiter. Behold. Actually, it's Anime North weekend in Canada. Unfortunately. It is Anime North weekend in Canada. Weh. Are you going? Non-zero chance. Hopefully I don't have to. Hopefully I don't have to, but some people I know might be, well, are going. Non-zero chance. Okay, so I need to stack, okay, so these two are the same and I need to stack them on top of each other. Howdy, Eggy. Hello, Ryan, the space god. It's not for you to get the airport Pikmin, I guess. But, I don't know. I want to save my time, well, maybe not my time, but at least my money for, like... I was saying earlier, I'm like, okay, I got the weekend for Offkai off. I can go to Offkai. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can make it to Otakuthon this year. Because, like, Montreal is not that far away, but, like, unfortunately, if you're going out of town, you still have to plan for, like, hotels and stuff. Sparkling Order, remind me it's lychee soda season. Probably. True! I'll have to go back to No Frills. I'll have to go back to No Frills. I think I might still have, like, a can or two from last year. I only pull them out, like, once in a while. Okay, E8, so I think that was the other one. That was the other one. Where did I put them? The ones in the bag. Where did I put the bag? I'm sorry, I swear like at least 30% of this stream has just been Eggy looks for things. Eggy can't remember where she put the thing down. Eggy... oh, here it is. Eggy for gore. Okay, so this is the one with the little curve on it. Ah, okay, I see. Oh, I see. That's why you had these like two little things stacked on top of each other. I see, that's what that's for. Okay. Oh wait, no, I still need to put this in. Yeah. Sounds about right for craft stream, I guess. But yeah, I'm like, I want to go to Otakuthon, but like, unfortunately, it still costs time and money to go to Montreal. Even though it is, like, significantly closer than some other conventions I could be going to. And also, I'm pretty sure it's, like, 2 weeks after, like, a week or two after, Offkai. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to have, the, like, 2 weekends in a... I don't know if it'll be in a row. Also, I don't know how, like, who I would go to Otakuthon with, because it is so hard to talk any of my friends into going to Montreal, unfortunately. Okay, so it looks like we got our second less boring staircase. You see, this one's less boring because it has a little curve to it. You also don't have to deal with customs. Yeah, I wouldn't need to fly. I mean, I guess like, you could fly to Montreal from here, but like, I don't know why you would. I guess if you're like, well, not even if you're really short on time, because all the time you're going to be spending like going through security. Like, I feel like if you go on a train versus like, you know, just pretending cars don't exist. Like, even if you just take a train from here to Montreal, it'll probably cost maybe a slightly less, but maybe about the same. And it'll probably take about the same amount of time because, yeah, like, plane will be faster, but, like, you still have to spend time, like, waiting and security and waiting and boarding and unboarding and getting your luggage. Like, that's still time. So I feel like it would probably shake out. Also, too, like, I feel like the train station in Montreal is, like, pretty central. Whereas I feel like I have no idea where the airport is in relation to the rest of the city, but it's almost certainly further out, right? Ugh. Sorry, I'm making, like, beer noises, like anime beer noises, like, ah! I don't think that's a beer noise, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm doing that with, like, sparkling water. Peach-flavored sparkling water. Okay. Now we need to install staircases here. So it looks like we need to do this one on this side first. And this one goes on top. Okay, so it goes on top of... So I don't think it's here. Is it lower? Higher? Hold on. It is on this side. Oh, it's supposed to, oh, I see. It's supposed to overlap the river just like a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's like right along the edge. Oh, okay, I see, I see, I see. Yeah. Is your sparkling water clearly Canadian? No, it's Italian. It's San Pellegrino. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do the clearly Canadian ones. Actually, like the San Pellegrino one is like, I think the clearly Canadian ones are sweetened, actually, because I remember like they sell them at Shoppers. And I remember looking at one once and considering buying it. It was kind of expensive compared to the other sparkling waters, but also it had like 80 calories. So I'm like, no, this thing has got to be sweetened in some way. Like, how else do you make sparkling water like 80 calories? I don't know. I'll have to do a taste test someday. Hello, clearly Canadian water. Sponsor me. I am in fact Canadian, as you can clearly tell. $80 calories per 100. It's not per 100 milliliters. It was like per bottle. Nutrition facts here. I don't know. I know this is different in different places, but like I know here, nutrition facts go per unit, and it'll have to say like what that unit is. So if it's like, you know, per can or per bottle. Is this supposed to be this? Well, I guess it's all right. I think I need to push it in more on this side. Okay, so it is supposed to be kind of angled a little bit, because I'm like, why is my staircase, like, so... unsound? But yeah, okay, I think this works. I have to keep remembering this is on an angle, so it's okay for things to be kind of structurally... Not structurally unsound, architecturally unsound is the word I'm looking for. Oh, okay, so this is... Oh, this is an extension of the first one. That's why it's shaped like that. Okay. And this one goes on top. Okay, so we're starting to get into something that looks like a thing that it's supposed to be. There we go. Yeah, in Germany it's per milliliter or per gram. Japan was like that too. Well, not per gram, but Japan would go per 100 milliliters for drinks. Which meant sometimes you had to do some math. Like, sometimes you have, like, a bottle that's, like, 500 milliliters, and it would be like, oh, yeah, it's this many calories per 100 milliliters, and you have to, like, do math in your head to figure out how many calories you're about to ingest if you buy this. But no, Canada, it goes per can, at least for drinks. It goes per can or per bottle, or, like, per unit, I guess. I think for like if you buy like a big jug of something like juice or something, it goes per like 100 milliliters or 250. I don't know. It's weird because I guess the idea is that it goes per portion, so I guess it's trying to like measure out like, you know, how much would the average person like consume of this product. The problem is that they keep like severely underestimating how much of a product people will consume. That's where you get, like, the nutrition facts, where it's, like, you know, per 14 chips, and it's like, who's out here eating 14 chips? Right? Like... There we go. Ah, there we go. Now it looks more together. I was worried it looked a little, like, broken. Ah, that's nice. Ah, look at that. You can't see it. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good angle here. Look at that. There we go. Behold. My nice river with my nice staircase. Yeah, see, this looks... there we go. This makes more sense now that you have this kind of, like, perspective thing. I have to keep remembering that, like, it is supposed to be viewed in a specific way. Like, there's going to be, like, 3 walls around this, where you're only going to be able to see it from a few angles, right? Yeah, single unit is usually per unit, while bulk is, like, per volume. Yeah. But... yeah. This platform isn't OSHA compliant. There we go. It is now. It is now. It all makes sense. Slay the raid. Oh my god, I've been so locked in. I've been ignoring everybody. Who raided? Wise. Hello. How long ago did I just yap about portion sizes and calorie counting for while you guys were here? Hello, Wise. Hello, Wise and Wise Raiders. Sorry, I'm locked in. All good was entertaining. I'm locked in. I've been very locked in on this. It's kind of coming together. I think last stream was a lot of like individual pieces. Like this part only got like assembled today because I remember last stream I was doing like the train and this like crossing thingy and this tree. Like these were all like separate things. Like, they didn't get put together until today. I still haven't found out what they want us to do with these doors yet. They asked us to glue them together at the very beginning. We haven't used them yet. But yeah, it looks sick. Yeah, it's gonna be cute when it's done. Actually, I think, don't knock this off the table, please. Here we go. This is upside down, but this is kind of what it will look like when it's done. Oh, you know what I wonder if... Hold on. I'm gonna try something here. Transform. Rotate. Flip vertical. That was the wrong source that I flipped vertically. Can I undo that? I was trying to flip the camera because I wanted to see something. Let's see. Well, I guess the next time... Washroom is showing up upside down next time. No, I'm trying to see... the camera. Transform. Flip vertical. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of mirrored. Oh, maybe I could solve that with flip horizontal. There we go. There we go. It's kind of a weird angle, but I wonder, is this more comfortable for you guys to see? Because it's definitely easier for me to show things, I think, from this angle. Yeah, how did it take me... This is the second stream I've done of this. This took me 2 streams to figure out how to get this from a comfortable angle. There we go. This looks better. This looks better. I guess I'll have to make a separate scene for, like... Because I know when I was using the sewing machine, I also used the same hand cam. But that was... That was like a very different setup. But wait, hold on. I don't need to worry about that because that setup was on my laptop. I don't have to think about that on this computer. There we go. Complete the circle and talk about edamame. How many calories in a portion of edamame? How do we count them here in Canada versus in other countries? Let's see. C19. Oh, they want us to put... Wait a second. Didn't we put a flower there already? Hold on. No, they want me to put a flower right on the... That's not gonna stay on. The instructions want me to put a flower, like, right here. Okay. As you wish. What's C19? Is that the tiny ones? No, that's like the medium-sized ones. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about flipping the hand cam until you were about to. This is probably better. This is more... I feel like this is easier to show from my perspective. Because, like, yeah, it's the same image, but, like... This is more in line, like, when I look down at my own hands, this is more in line with what I'm seeing, right? It makes it easier to gesture. Gesture. I still can't do thumbs up. I can't really do thumbs up in a hand cam, and that bothers me. Yeah. Eggy POV. Yes. POV. You are the VTuber. But yes, thank you, Wise, for the raid. Enjoy your time, or enjoy your evening if you are going elsewhere. It is actually okay to go elsewhere if you must. And do other things. This is not gonna... Gleh. Oh, there was a big glob, that's why. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm like gonna glue my book shut. It's fine. The book is of limited usefulness after. Okay, there we go. We got our one cherry blossom there. Always, it's fun to hop into egg stream, but I must commit to post-stream rituals. I shall lurk. Have a fantastic night. Enjoy your evening. Have good sleeping. I was about to say, get to bed on time, but then I remembered it's a weekend. Unless you have something this weekend, in which case, get to bed on time. Alright, what do we got here? E5, E21. But yeah, what time is it? 11:17? Maybe I'll go for like 15 more minutes. like I said, I don't plan to finish this tonight, but I did want to do a bit more. Because, like, next week will be Zelda, I think. Oh, I need to beat Ganondorf! I never beat Ganondorf! I was about to beat Ganondorf, and then it was my birthday, so I couldn't beat Ganondorf. But now it's not my birthday anymore. So I can beat Ganondorf. Did you say 50 or 15? Does it matter? I'm the one popping these out. C19. So that's in there. Oh, wait, hold on. There's still another... Oh, I just skipped over a whole bunch of stuff. E58, E19, A19. Okay. 6... E6, E58. Does that exist? E39, E58. 56, 51. I'm only seeing up to E56. That's the highest it seems to go. Are they on like a different sheet? E24, E19. 5. Oh, is this E56? No. Is this E? Is there another sheet of E that I'm like not... I'm completely, like, ignorant of? Are these also E? No, these are I. Is E56 something I popped out by accident? No, but I didn't see any numbers for it. E. 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 F. E. No, this seems to be the only sheet of E. Where is it? E58. That is what it says. Oh, here we go. E58. There we go. Found them, and it has spare parts. Okay. So I don't need to use all of these. And then I need E19 and A19. Okay. E19 should be... There we go. E19 is way easier to find. There we go. E19 and A19. Wait, A? This was A, right? Was A19 something I popped out by accident already? Oh no, it's this! Here we go. There we go. Did you say 50 or 15? 15, 1-5. I meant time, you goose. Won't even call me a silly goose. I'm just a goose. I've been downgraded here. I've been so downgraded here. You know, the least I could be is a silly goose, and I'm not even managing that. Okay, is this supposed to be at an angle? No, it's not. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need this. Ooh, sorry. I don't think I'm gonna need the spare parts. In hindsight, that sounds like a lazy Canadian slur, you goose. Like, yeah, I'm a Canadian. Does that make me a goose? Are we inventing new insults here? I'm NiceEggy. You guys have to be nice. You know? Surely, mean people would not watch NiceEggy, right? If you were mean, you would have no interest in watching Nice and Good. You go, play. Nice. Okay, there we go. Assemble. I feel like I assembled that off camera by accident. I think you need to put flowers on it. You gotta glue some flowers on it. Like, pop some out. No, you have to be nice. This is NiceEggy. We're not mean, Eggy. You tease me, I get to tease back. It's a law of equivalent exchange. We have to be nice. We all have to be nice. So this one goes on the right. Okay, this one only has two. Yeah, this only has 2 flowers. We're good. Nice. You all have to be nice when I'm gone, okay? No becoming mean when I'm not looking. You know, I've staked my reputation on this. Staked my reputation on being nice. Bites an eggplant. No! No eggplant fighting. No eggplant bullying. No eggplant violence. No eggplant insults, unless they are good-natured and funny. Then they're allowed. Then they're allowed. No eggplant weapons! So now we need... So now we have this prepared. There's like another part to it, though. E13, B20, and B21. Okay. E13. B20, B21. B was... Yeah, this was B. Man, we've barely popped anything out from here. B20 and 21. B20 and 21. B20, yeah, here we go. These ones, yeah, okay, these ones have spare parts, so can I just pop one out? Yeah, no, I can't pop just one out. Unfortunately, it seems. Okay. Yeah, the eggplant emoji's not going through auto mod makes sense. It was really funny. Yeah, I don't remember setting that one up, but I imagine, yeah, I think it, but yeah, that's probably getting hit with auto mod. That's not me. I didn't think it was set up to block that, though. I can see why, though. Understandable. Somebody could be using it for nefarious purposes. For mean and bad purposes. Your Honor, clearly he bit me. There's literally a log of it. You have like photo evidence, video evidence. So this is... this, I think? Wait, okay, so hold on. B21 is the shorter one, and that goes in the back. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Is this really the way I'm supposed to do it? Hold on, let me try the other side. Oh, probably because I was putting the wrong one on the wrong side. Maybe that's why. Oh, maybe it's like this? This doesn't fit! Just doesn't! Is this why they gave me spare parts? Ugh. Oh, see, this one fits. Okay, so I guess, oh, okay, I just need, maybe I needed to try a different angle. Ah, here we go. There we go. Okay. Let me pull out that one Eggy tweet of the cracked egg. Are you threatening me? No threatening, because that is mean and bad, okay? I just said no being mean and bad. No being mean and bad. Okay. Goes this way. Then we have to take this. And put it... Oh wait, no, we have to turn it sideways like this. You know what? I think there's one more piece I think we need before to make this work. E23. E23. But yeah, no threats. No being mean and bad. Okay, now did I put this in facing the right way? Oh god, I hope I put this in the facing the right way. I probably didn't put it in facing the right way. Oh, I didn't put it... I did not put it in facing the right way. Hold on. There we go. And... I'm failing to understand how this works. Oh, is it like this? No. Hold on. Oh, this goes... No. I understand, because this is supposed to be like another staircase coming off the side of this. But I am failing to understand... I think this goes here. I hope this doesn't break while I try to... No? Okay, I guess. I'm a little bothered by the gap here. I'm like, is that supposed to be there? But I guess if you're building a staircase up from here... Oh, you know what? It's probably going to be a slightly, like, angled thing. It's going to be like that weird forced perspective thing again. Yeah, it's going to be like the same thing... It's going to be the same thing as, like, the other staircase, right? Where I was like, why is the angle so weird? And I remember that it's... For the wires? Yeah, that too. There's got to be space to, like, snake it through. Yeah, you're right. Okay, E22, E14. Yeah, but it's also like this is meant to be viewed from a very specific angle, right? So like yeah, if you look at it from like up top or from the front, it's gonna look a little weird because of because of this perspective and the like. Okay. I guess this specific model probably deals with that kind of thing, right? So I put this side up because it is kind of the perspective is different. Because I know like rolife also makes other models, like other kits that have like, you know, like there's ones for like merry-go-rounds and stuff. Okay, and this goes in facing this way. And I feel like those probably have more, like, again, the perspective is less weird, right? Because they're just like, you know, a 3D model, a 3D merry-go-round, a 3D piano. Like, they're just, like, I guess more conventional shapes. So, like, that kind of, like, perspective and angling isn't as big of a deal. Okay, E14. Did I get a splinter? I'd be so mad if this gives me a splinter. It probably won't, but... E30. E. 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 this goes this way. There we go. That's pretty simple once you get to it, I guess. Okay. Then... No, nothing else. That's it. Do we attach it somehow? We do attach it somehow. Ah, no, we don't attach it somehow. We have to do some wire snaking somehow. Bend wires carefully. Okay. So how do you snake the wires through? So it goes up through this hole with this kind of slot. Then... Oh, I see. Hold on, I see. Okay, I see what's happening here. I need to pop out a few more pieces. E43, okay. There should be some little guys, I think. Yeah, there we go. And there's spares of them, too. Bend wires nice and good. Yeah. Well, it's like there's a few holes here that we have to, like, snake things through. So, like, there's a hole here to, like, we stick this here. Well, I'm wondering if I should put the wires in and then put the thing on top, or if I should well, no, I have to do it this way. Because if I do it after, then I'm not really going to be able to snake it through. On account of the thing at the end being too big. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's one. I guess these don't need to be the most aesthetically appealing thing. They just need to be, like, stably in there. So as to hold the wires down. There we go. Bend wires nice and good. Be nice and gentle. Be nice and good to the wires. Wires. You are my wire. Look inside. Buy wireless model kit. Look inside. Wires. Okay. Alright. There's only 3 of them, I think. Yeah, there's only 3 of them. So now that we have that in there, and they're all straightened out, then E5 and E21. I'm trying to find a good stopping point. I'll stop when I feel like I'm at a good stopping point. Yeah. Nice reference. I have listened to a song in my lifetime. Have you guys ever listened to music? I personally like music. Okay. Where does this one go? Along here in the back. I'm listening to music right now. Whoa! Music during the EGGY stream? I bet you've watched television in your lifetime, too. I bet you might have even read a book. Tito, to be exact. Whoa! Robots music. E5. Where did I put E5? Did I knock E5 off the table when I wasn't looking? Oh, here it is. I did. I did do just that. Here it is. Nah, never sounds gross. I don't know. There's probably somebody out there who's actually like that. They're like, nah, I'm just not into music. Just like any of it. Okay, then this one goes on the outside like here. This part facing outwards. Okay. It's like, hey, do you guys ever watch, like, television? Just, like, any of it? You guys ever watch movies in your life before? Alright. G12, E12. 12, bonk. 12. Not that many, just a couple. How many televisions have you watched in your life? Not shows, just like individual screens. Can you imagine how many televisions do you think you've watched in your life? Like individual television screens you think you've watched. And like, this is like all the ones you've seen in general. So not just like the ones you've had in your house or like in like a hotel room or something. But also like ones that you've seen, like, you know, you walk by a store and they have like TVs in the window to advertise, or like you go to like a fast food restaurant and they have like they have the menu up on a TV screen. Like, how many of those do you think you've seen in your lifetime? Okay, so this is here. Oh, hold on, how does this work then? So this goes into the holes here. I think. Hold on. Oh! 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 Okay, I need to actually, like, set this in. Hold on. I push this into holes. What makes a television a television? Oh, that's true, versus like a computer monitor or something. Okay, so I'm not gonna count like anything handheld, I'm not gonna count. I would say a television is a screen. It is a screen that is intended for watching, well, no, because a lot of people use their TVs to play video games too. You're asking good questions here. Unfortunately, you're asking excellent questions. If it has more than 60 hertz, it's not a TV, usually. Then again, where it's like, I'm never buying anything on eBay again. It's like a screen that got stolen from McDonald's. It just shows the menu. But yeah, if we're not counting computer monitors. But like, I don't know, if I have, like for instance my Switch, right? My Switch is connected to one of my computer monitors via the Elgato. Does that make my computer monitor temporarily a television when I use my Switch? Or like a video game console is a kind of computer, right? So does that mean that like if you connect your TV to your video game consoles, that like does that become a computer monitor? Okay, I just realized these guys don't need to be pushed in that deep because there's nothing down there except river. Yeah, these guys don't need to be popped in that deep because there's not that far down to go. Okay. Yeah. We're making progress. We're making progress. I'm just gonna see what the next step is. If it's too complicated, then we end for tonight. If it's not complicated, then we continue. But it is almost midnight. Yeah, the next step is starting on something completely different. So you know what? I think we'll call it here for tonight. It's definitely more shaped like a thing than it was before. I don't know if this is gonna go in the back or the front. Let me angle this up to the camera. Why am I... No, I should be doing it this way. So you guys can be, like, following what I'm seeing. Yeah, like, this will definitely... This looks more like a thing than it did before. Like, my train... This looks much more like a thing than it did. Like, when I started this stream, these were all, like, very separate pieces. But now it's starting to look like a thing. You know, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at, like, the weird perspective, looking at it from this side feels like, you know, this is Boundary Break, where we take the camera wherever we want. Like, that's how this kind of feels. Looking at it from this side. I don't think you're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be able to do that. It's progress. Yes, it is progress. Nice and good progress. Eggy, drink water. Okay, look. I've been drinking my can of sparkling water. In fact, I've been drinking so much sparkling water that, like, I'm almost done the can. But yeah, a TV is a monitor that you can connect a TV cable to. That's true, and I guess there's, like, nothing stopping you from, like, connecting your PC to, like, a TV, right? There's nothing stopping you from like, making a giant TV monitor your PC screen, right? Aside from, like, the whole practicality aspect of it. Yeah, trains looks like it goes right behind the bridge, and the base is how long the set is. Yeah, well, I'm trying to think, because, like, the reason why I think the train is gonna go, like, even further behind... Oh, maybe the train goes on top, now that I think of it. This would make sense, right? Like, if the train goes on top of this, right? Because I can't really see anywhere else for this part to fit on, because of these, like, two walls at the back here. Yeah, it would definitely have to be at the top right here, right? I don't know how, but I think it will. But I guess find out next time. You won't find out next time because I think the next stream is going to be Monday and it's going to be Jean. Find out next time. Find out next time. I'll have to see when I can pull this out again. Because, like, Monday's gonna be Zhang. Wednesday's gonna be, beat up Ganondorf. I guess maybe I could try to do another Friday stream. I don't think I have anything next Friday. I think I should be free. Yeah, I guess maybe you guys are gonna get bonus Eggy stream. Every Friday, bonus Eggy stream until I finish this thing. Yeah. A friend of mine does that, connects his PC to a TV. See, I think the main downside to it is that you have to live alone, or at least live in a place with, like, a high degree of privacy, right? Or maybe you do nothing with your PC except game. Maybe there's that too. Do nothing with your PC except, like, game and watch things. Yes, bonus, woo! Yeah, if I have the energy. But you know what? I find that, like, if I say I'm gonna do something, like, I feel like if I go through the week being like, should I stream tonight? And maybe I won't stream tonight. And maybe I should stream tonight. If I do that, I will waffle. I will waffle for a while, and then I will not stream. I'll be too busy waffling. But if I say, you know what? I have a stream tonight. I will stream that night. Like, anything short of, like, me not being present in the house. Like, you know, if I'm stuck in traffic and I don't get home until, like, 3 hours later, then, like, yeah, I probably would cancel stream. Or, like, I don't know, if I fall asleep the moment I walk into the house, maybe. But, like, if I say I'm gonna do a stream tonight, if I have that in my mind the whole day, then I'm more likely to follow through with it. You know you can have a PC not be in the living room, right? Oh yeah, that's true. You can put a TV in your bedroom. That's true. Yeah, I can do an HDMI switcher thing where you switch between PC mode, then swap to TV and relax. Oh yeah, I guess. See, I'm not open-minded enough. I'm not open-minded enough. I'm not smart or open-minded enough. Let's see who's online. Let's see who we can raid. Who is raidable at this hour? This late hour of midnight. There is Odessa. There is Bloom. There is Lapin. What's Lapin doing? Lapin's doing an anniversary. Bloom is doing retro. Soy Milk is doing Luigi's Mansion. The Luigi board? A Luigi board? Odessa is talking? Doing just chatting. Nuna Yik. Oh, there's a lot of people on at this hour. Corpse, Elderwing. Elderwing! Elderwing! I was streaming tonight, but since I didn't announce it, I watch VTuber friends. See, that's why you have to be like, I'm going to stream tonight, so that, like, you have something to commit to. Yeah. What is Lapin doing? Because it just says special events. Let's just see what she's doing and how long she's been on. Okay, she's been on for like 4 hours. How long has Soy been on? Soy has been on for... You know what? We're gonna raid Soy. We're gonna raid Soy because she hasn't been on for as long, so she's less likely to finish. I'm always scared. Whenever I see somebody who's been going for like 3 hours or more, I'm like, am I gonna like try and raid into them and like they're gonna be gone? So yeah, we'll raid Soy. We'll raid Soy. Bleh. Is streaming the struggle or playing a game the struggle? In my case, I wasn't even supposed to be able to stream today, but other plans fell through. Turning on the computer is the struggle. Oh, I have laundry! Sorry. I just remembered I had laundry. I need to move to the dryer. I started laundry before I started stream, and I'm like, okay, I'll probably stop in the middle of stream to move my laundry. No, I forgot. So after this, Eggy laundry. First, we raid Soy Milk. So, what's our raid message? Quick. What's our raid message? What are we saying at this hour of the night? What are we saying at this hour? Laundry raid? You know what? Sure. That we can say that. I was wondering about the laundry. That's true. That was like the missing story thread. The story thread that just never got wrapped up. My laundry's wet raid. No! Just say laundry. Just say laundry. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here. I will be back on Monday with Mahjong. On Monday. For Mahjong Monday. In the evening. At the usual time. But until then, thank you for being here. Thank you for being nice and good. I will see you soon. Au revoir. Goodbye.